I'm not one for plea deals, but I'm glad this is finally over. Hey guys, this is Jules with True Crime Reactions. Disclaimer. Everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only, and just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Dylan Rounds, we've been covering that one for a while. The last update was that they finally found him. James Brenner had finally told the family where to find Dylan, and they found him. Now, as of a few days ago, James Brenner has finally been sentenced. I'll let you watch this little clip.
And he said you showed no remorse whatsoever, that he could see. You just tried to blame everything on circumstances. You took away someone who was willing to be active in the society and contribute to society. As far as I can tell, in your whole entire life, you've never contributed to society once.
I was curious to see what Mr. Brenner from Actions and his cooperation with the pre-sentence report, his demeanor in the courtroom today, hoping, expecting to see some remorse. And it was so frustrating and so sad to see that it is just totally absent from this pre-sentence report.
This is a hard case. It's a hard case for everybody. And just because we're defense counsel and got a job to do doesn't mean that we don't also recognize the pain and heartache that goes on with the victims. In fact, we see it not as intimately maybe as tell this for the prosecutor to do, but we see it because we're actively involved.
I will ask Mr. Brenner, if you would, I would like you to stand and I would like you to face them, if you would do that.
Like that, Your Honor, I'd like to know who you mean.
Yes, the gallery.
Was that a request?
It's a request. I'm asking if Mr. Brenner will do that.
No, I decline to respectfully.
I wish I could do something more. I understand when this plea was offered and was taken, it was with the consent of the family in an effort to bring closure. So there is nothing more than I can do other than what has been agreed upon. Based on the 3 second-degree felonies, it will be the order of the court. You serve 1 to 15 years on each one of those. Those are consecutive. I will give you credit for the time you've served only on those 2 cases, 171 and 110. But I am going to recommend to the parole board that they keep you as long as they legally can. And that's my recommendation to the parole board.
What's crazy to me is that plea deals happen in murder cases. I understand the family really needed to bring Dylan home. I completely understand that. But whenever you have to negotiate with a cold murderer in order to find the human being that needs to be found in order for the family to grieve, then honestly, the punishment should be harsher. The fact that it took that much negotiation and convincing in order for him to tell them where Dylan was proves that he has no remorse and no regret. When they don't just come out and immediately say where the bodies are, they don't deserve plea deals, they don't deserve negotiations, they don't deserve leniency. Now, the only good thing about the way this ended up is that it doesn't really matter that he only got 30 years, which honestly, what a slap in the face. What a slap in the face. But I'm pretty sure that they are ready. They have said since the beginning that until they got Dylan home and they could actually say that they have him back, they were not going to be able to rest. I feel so bad for Candace.
He would sit in his underwear out a big bay window and wait for his dad or grandpa to pick him up at 2 years old after he ate his oatmeal to go farm. Yeah, he was a good kid.
He did seem like a really, really good kid. He did. He didn't seem like somebody who was going to be out here just running amok and acting crazy. He seemed like a good kid that just wanted to tend the land, his land, honest and pure. And somebody that literally was the scum of the earth with nothing to offer, nothing but a literal shit stain on humanity, took that spark of life away. Because of what? Jealousy, stupidity, and then in the end had to be negotiated with in order to give the body back to the family. He's a gross human, and I'm just glad that he's never going to see the light of day again. Because like I said, even though he only got 30 years, his health is deteriorating and he's old. So he's not going to live long enough to even see the end of that 30 years, I can pretty much bet. And I don't feel bad about it. It's time to close this chapter in Dylan Rounds' story, but the next one begins with Dylan's legacy. His mom and a bunch of other people have put together this 501c to help other families. See, Dylan's family was pretty much helpless and hopeless for a long time. They really had to depend on outside sources to come in. And even though James Brenner in the end ended up having to tell them where Dylan was, a whole lot of man hours went into the search for Dylan. And these people came in and they volunteered their time, their drones, their vehicles, all of it. And Candace's whole point is to become an organization so that other families don't ever have to feel that helpless ever again. They are going to be organizing all of these teams and all of these other organizations and all of this equipment that can be easily volunteered over to families that need it. We're going to do a video about that soon, just so that we can get the word out for that too, because that's kind of the point of this whole thing. It doesn't just stop whenever the murderer goes to prison and the book can be closed. If they're doing something great that can help others and they are deserving of our support, then we are going to be supporting them. Now, I don't know what the hell Brenner's problem was in the end. The motive will probably never come out. He's probably never going to give anyone an actual reason. We're just going to go ahead and assume it was pure jealousy. I mean, seriously, if you were Brenner, would you not have been jealous of Dylan? Even a little? It's just sad. But again, I'm glad he finally got what he deserves. But that's it, you guys. If you like the way that I present this information and give my opinion, please do not forget to leave a like on your way out and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. See y'all.